I feel proud, I feel part of a really special community, and most importantly, feel like I'm helping make progress on the most pressing problems.
Welcome back to Giving What We Can, where we use our resources to do the most good. Today we have a very short in-between episode with one of our members, Ollie Base, sharing his effective giving journey. So without further ado, here's Ollie.
There are so many pressing problems that it can often feel like it's insurmountable, or we don't know how to get started. And Giving What We Can is one of the best ways I've come across where you feel like you're making a difference. You can give to effective charities and feel like you're making progress. And because it's a lifetime commitment, it's a significant amount of money you're giving towards these problems. It's a rare community, a really special community of people dedicated to trying to make a difference, which is just hard to come across. So for that reason, I think we should give, just to have some route towards solving these problems. And then also why take the pledge. I think the best thing I can say is I took it 4 years ago. As I mentioned, I took it when I was a student, and my life's changed a lot since then, and I still think it's one of the things I'm most proud of. Sometimes I set aside a certain amount of money that I might otherwise spend on other things I like, and I do end up giving because of the pledge. I feel proud, I feel part of a really special community, and most importantly, feel like I'm helping make progress on the most pressing problems. So I encountered Giving What We Can through the Effective Altruism Society at Warwick, where I was studying. When I joined, there were a few people who had already taken the pledge, and although this wasn't like a prerequisite for being involved, it was always something I was aware of through interacting with this group. So I took the pledge in 2017, 2 years after I came across Effective Altruism. And it wasn't as if I was spending that time hesitating as such. It was more, I think I knew I wanted to take it. I knew that this was a community I wanted to be involved in. I think I took some time working out when I'd want to take the pledge, and maybe having a bit more time to think about that is good. I think I was waiting for the right time, and I do think people should take some time to think about it. And I know some people come across it and take it almost the moment they hear about it, and that's great. I think if someone were to ask me, having a bit of time to make sure you grasp what it is, it's really important, it's really special. Doing anything for a lifetime, no matter whether that's a person you're dating or a place you're going to live, spending some time thinking hard about what you're committing to is always a good idea. I was still a student when I took it, so it wasn't as if I'd then, started earning a lot of money and now I could afford to give it away. I still was not giving away very much when I started, and now I'm earning, it's more comfortable, but it really felt separate from my finances. It was a pledge about a moral commitment, a pledge about what I wanted to do with my life and my earnings over time. And because it's a percentage too, it tracks how much you're earning anyway. So it felt like I could have taken it when I was earning before. I know there are various considerations you might want to take into account about when you take it, but for me it was more the moral commitment of I want to use my wealth to solve the world's most pressing problems.
Thanks for lending me your ears for the duration of this episode. I hope you found it to be insightful and inspiring. Don't forget to check out givingwhatwecan.org, where you can learn more about giving effectively and join our community of compassionate people. Until next time, keep on doing good.